what are your thoughts on the big rivalry series coming back here for the first time in a while?
Yeah, obviously our guys are excited. We're excited, and I believe our fans are excited as well. Coming back to the Ralph, I know we had a great experience last year going down there, and the intensity and the rivalry was renewed for the first time in a long time, and it won't be no different here. But the biggest thing is us approaching the series as another weekend, as another non-conference weekend, and not getting too overboard on what goes into it, and just realizing that it is an old rival, but again, it's another weekend here where we have to prove ourselves in the non-conference schedule.
How do you guys try to slow down some of their skilled guys like Middlestead and Novak and Sheehy?
I think first of all, it's playing in their end of the rink. I think it's trying to possess pucks and trying to be hard and play 200 feet away from your net. And then once you come back through the neutral zone in our end, we have to play 5 tight as far as making sure that there's not a lot of gaps within our forwards and our D. So playing as 5-man units up and down the ice, but starting off in the offensive zone as far as trying to play a little bit of time in their end of the rink.
That message of it's just another weekend, when did that first get brought up, and how many times will you bring it up throughout the week?
It got brought up Saturday night after the game of St. Lawrence. Obviously finishing that weekend, and now we're moving on to the next weekend. And we started talking about it then. We started talking about it Monday, and then throughout the week here. And again, it's true. It's not just a cliche. It's true as far as not skipping any steps and making sure that you go through the process of having a good preparation week for the weekend.
How big of a difference do you think that you'll have playing on the regular size rink instead of an Olympic sheet for them?
Well, for us, it's more familiarity. Obviously, playing on our rink, that's our home rink, and that's the size of the rinks that we play on for the majority time of the year. There's only a few times that we play on the Olympic size sheet, so familiarity is good. Obviously, in our instance, I know they prepare. They have a rink, down within their complex that's an NHL size sheet, so they can prepare equally as well. So I think it's not going to be a huge advantage, but it definitely is in our rink side with the boards and as far as the atmosphere and different things like that. And it's good to be home that way. Yes.
I think last year we talked about memories with the Gophers, and that was playing there. Do you have any memories of playing the Gophers here in the Ralph?
Yeah, you know what? Obviously. The very first game of the Ralph was played, and obviously there was a lot of nerves and jitters there going on with both teams, and it was a great atmosphere. And then going through the years here, it was always an intense. It was always 60 minutes of fast-paced hockey, a lot of playmaking, and that'll be no different than this weekend.
What were some positive things you saw out of Josh Regier this Saturday when he had a chance to play?
Yeah, you know what? Josh made some plays. He's an experienced defenseman that went back and broke pucks out, and he supported the play on the rush well. He defended well, and it's great to have a guy of his capabilities and his experience to add to our decor, and that's going to be a strength of ours this year. Having 8 guys back there that can contribute, and again, he's had a great start to the season.
We're 3 games in. What have you learned about your squad so far?
Well, I think we're building and growing. We went up to Alaska on our first road trip there, and didn't have a lot of success offensively. But through that, I thought our team has grown through the last couple of weekends here. Obviously, the competition is escalating tremendously as we go through here, the non-conference and then into the conference. And again, I think it's a group here that works hard every day. We've had 2 really good days of practice, and I think it's a group that's not complacent. They're always trying to get better, and they work their tails off every day.
How's Gabe Bass looked here?
Good. He looks good. He'll be ready.
What about Johnny Simonson?
He's still going through a process here of rehab, and he's getting better every day, and he's day to day.
Your team's had another great start in the face-off dot to start out the year. Is there anything you maybe credit that to, and how important will face-offs be?
I think practice, mentality of working on it on a daily basis, and that's the first battle of the game or a play is the face-off, where you have to start with the puck, and I think it's a mentality of not just the centerman, but all 3 forwards and the dot helping out to get the puck back. So it's something that we harp on all the time, and the guys work on it and take pride in it.